Vxf-9 door lock installation video tutorial. First, an introduction, front and rear panels and accessories. Front panel, rear panel, lock body and accessories, cylinder and screws, whole cover plate and decorative ring. Installation accessory pack, including square spindle and its spring, long double-ended screw tubes, short double-ended screw tubes, bamboo joint through bolts, short through bolts. Installation and user manual. Installation template, paper template. Preparing accessories and installing lock body and cylinder before installation. First, assemble the paper template. Cut out area along solid line C on the template. Paste the cutout area onto dashed line B, aligning the center lines. Attach the prepared paper template to the door, with the cylinder hole about 1 meter from the ground. Drill holes and chisel recesses on the door according to the template. Please refer to the final result. Next, confirm the length of the square spindle and the deadlock flat bar. Take out the rear panel. Remove the peephole display screen. Unscrew the 3 screws and attach the cover plate. Remove the square spindle and its spring. Insert the thinner end of the spring into the square spindle. Then, insert the square spindle into the handle area of the rear panel. Install the rear panel, the knob flat bar, and the square spindle into the lock body and the door. Mark the excess length of the square spindle and flat bar protruding from the door. Remove the square spindle and flat bar, and cut off the excess length. The length adjustment of the square spindle and flat bar is now complete. Next, install the lock body. Pay attention to the handing of the latch bolt. If the handing is incorrect, the latch bolt on the lock body needs to be reversed. Refer to a separate video tutorial for instructions on reversing the latch bolt. Prepare the screws for securing the lock body. Place the lock body into the door and install the screws. Next, install the cylinder. Insert the cylinder with the keyhole facing the outside of the door. Then insert the cylinder screw, align it with the screw hole, and tighten it. Note, the length of the cylinder tailpiece, measured from the door surface, should be approximately 20 to 25 millimeters. After installing the cylinder, use the key to lock and unlock, testing for proper operation. Install the front panel. This is an installation diagram for reference. Take out the front panel and install 3 double-ended screw tubes on the front. First, feed the front panel's connecting wires through the door. Then insert the front panel screw tubes into the door holes, ensuring they are flush against the door. Take out the pre-prepared hole cover plate with the through-bolt screws inserted. Thread the screws into the screw tubes and tighten them slightly with a screwdriver. This will temporarily secure the front panel to the door. Next, install the rear cover plate. Take the rear cover plate, thread the connecting wires through it, and place it against the door. Take 2 through-bolt screws. Insert them through the screw holes of the rear cover plate, thread them into the front panel screw tubes, and tighten them slightly. Check if the front panel is level and properly aligned. Adjust the position of the cover plate to ensure the center of its screw hole aligns with the center of the lock body's square spindle hole. Once confirmed correct, tighten all 3 screws securely. Next, install the rear panel. Take out the rear panel and connect the front and rear panel wiring harnesses. Tuck the wiring harness into the door, leaving some slack to facilitate later connection of the square spindle, cylinder flat bar, and deadlock flat bar. After tucking the wires, insert the square spindle into the lock body square hole, the cylinder flat bar into the motor hole, and the deadlock flat bar into the lock body's deadlock hole. Connect each corresponding part correctly for the rear panel to sit flush against the rear cover plate. Thread all the cover plate screws on lightly, adjust the position, then tighten them to install the rear panel. Turn the handle and the deadlock knob to check if the lock body's bolts extend and retract normally. Debugging the complete lock and changing the handing. Install the batteries and the peephole display screen and check if the system powers on normally. Press the lock button on the front panel's keypad to test if the motor drives the lock body to lock, unlock properly, and if there is any abnormal noise. If the bolt handing is reversed, you can press 111 hash, then 1 hash, then 1 to adjust the handing. Finally, press asterisk to exit the menu. Then press the lock button or use fingerprint to unlock, etc. to check if the handing is now correct. After normal debugging, install the whole cover decorative ring and tighten it by hand. The door lock installation is now complete. End of tutorial.